France has renewed its threat to take the UK to court unless its fishermen get more access to rich UK waters. But Mr Beaune, speaking to reporters in Brussels, said the lack of progress since more permissions were granted in December meant that legal action remains an option, with France having issued a similar threat last year. Our analysis is very simple: we are not 100% satisfied because we do not think the agreement has been implemented to the tune of 100% either, Mr Beaune told a press conference. The French minister, in a translation by the European Commission, added, "We, together with the Commission, will be looking at all the levers at our disposal to see what can be done, because quite clearly we are not happy with the situation." We do have to continue our dialogue on this specific fisheries-related issue to ensure we can get those licenses which have not yet been forthcoming. And as we said back in December, if dialogue proves insufficient, then legal action may be necessary. However, with talks continuing with the UK, the minister stressed he did not think we are at the end of the road yet. He has previously said that France wants 73 more applications for its trawlers signed off. The fishing row centres on licences to trawl in UK and Channel Islands waters under the terms of Britain's post-Brexit trade deal with the EU, the Trade and Cooperation Agreement (TCA). Before Brexit, French fishermen could fish freely inside British waters, but, since the split from the bloc, they need a special licence from the UK government or the Crown dependencies of Jersey and Guernsey to fish in certain areas. The main source of contention in the current dispute is the number of licences to fish in waters around the British coastline granted to smaller French vessels, which have to be able to prove they operated in those grounds before Brexit. Emmanuel Macron blamed Britain for migrant deaths in the English Channel last week and called on Brussels to be tough on fishing licences as the bitter row with London continued at the European Parliament today. As France took over the presidency of the EU, Macron took the opportunity to accuse Boris Johnson of putting lives at danger because of his migration policy, with record numbers making the perilous journey across the Channel in dinghies. The French president said current rules encourage illegal migration and do not allow for asylum seekers to seek lawful ways into the country, pushing migrants to attempt the treacherous crossing instead. The row between France and Britain has rumbled on since the tragic sinking of a dinghy in November, which led to the deaths of 27 migrants, with both countries placing the blame on the other. His comments come as it was revealed today that nearly 1,000 migrants have arrived in the UK already this year, after 168 landed in Dover yesterday. Macron, addressing Parliament in Strasbourg at the start of the 6-month presidency, also said the EU and the UK need to regain trust in each other in the post-Brexit era in a reference to the ongoing dispute over fishing licenses. He said, We want to make certain that the agreement centered into are respected when it comes to the rights of our fishermen or the Northern Ireland Protocol or vital discussions which have to be had in the future. Let's be clear, let's be tough when we say that the conditions of agreement centered into have to be respected. That's the way to remain friends.